Before we begin, if you believe the hardest battles are fought not in public, but inside the human heart, hit subscribe. This channel is for the stories people bury deep. The ones about love that hurts, regret that lingers, temptation that whispers, and the quiet decisions that quietly destroy everything. I never thought I was the kind of woman who could break her own family. At 42, I had spent 2 decades becoming the invisible glue. School runs, doctor's appointments, packed lunches, folded laundry that no one ever thanked me for. My husband, David, was a good man, steady income, never raised his voice, never cheated, as far as I knew. But good men can still leave you starving for something they don't even realize is missing. We spoke in logistics. Don't forget the dry cleaning. Soccer practice is at 6. We need more milk. The intimacy had evaporated years ago, replaced by polite exhaustion. At night I'd lie next to him, listening to his even breathing, and wonder when we stopped reaching for each other. Our son, Ethan, was 15, tall, quiet, angry in that way teenagers get when they sense the house is lying to them. He still hugged me sometimes, but the hugs were shorter now. He was starting to pull away, and it terrified me more than anything. Then came Ryan. He was 27, the son of an old college friend. He'd just lost his job in graphic design and needed cash while he rebuilt. David offered him work renovating our outdated garage into a home office, something we'd talked about for years but never done. Ryan showed up in faded jeans and work boots, polite, capable, with a smile that actually reached his eyes. At first he was just background noise. I'd bring him water, say thank you, move on. But he noticed things. The way the screen door creaked. The cracked tile in the kitchen I'd given up mentioning. The tired lines around my eyes when I thought no one was looking. One afternoon he asked, "Rough day?" I laughed it off. Every day's a rough day when you're the default parent. He didn't laugh back. He just nodded. You carry a lot. No one had said that to me in years. Not like he meant it. Over weeks, the garage became our strange confessional. He'd work, I'd bring coffee, and somehow we'd talk. About music he loved that I'd never heard. About the book I was reading that he'd already finished. About how he felt lost at 27, and how I felt lost at 42, 2 different decades, same hollow feeling. I told myself it was harmless. Friendship. Human connection. Nothing more. But I started looking forward to the mornings he'd arrive. I started wearing the blue top he once complimented. I started lingering when I handed him tools. Then came the evening everything shifted. David was out of town for a conference. Ethan had a late basketball practice. The house was unusually quiet. Ryan was finishing the drywall, dust everywhere, radio playing low indie folk. I walked in with 2 mugs of tea, an excuse, really. He wiped his forehead, smiled that quiet smile. You don't have to keep me company, he said. I want to, I heard myself reply. The words felt dangerous. We talked for an hour. About dreams we'd abandoned. About loneliness that doesn't announce itself, it just settles in your bones. At one point he reached past me for a rag, and his arm brushed mine. Neither of us moved away. Then headlights swept the driveway. Ethan was home early. I stepped back like I'd been burned. Ryan went quiet, focused on sanding. Ethan came in through the side door, sweaty, hoodie up. He froze when he saw us both in the dim garage light. Mom. His voice cracked. Not anger, something worse. Fear. Suspicion. Betrayal. I forced calm. Walked over, put my hand on his shoulder. Leaned in close so only he could hear. Stay calm, son, I whispered. Everything's okay. But it wasn't. Ethan looked from me to Ryan, then back. His eyes filled with something I'd never seen before, disgust mixed with heartbreak. I knew it, he said quietly. I knew something was wrong. He turned and ran inside. Slammed his bedroom door so hard a picture frame fell off the wall in the hallway. Ryan started packing his tools immediately. I should go. I didn't stop him. That night Ethan wouldn't open his door. I sat outside it for hours, whispering apologies he couldn't hear. David came home the next day to a house full of silence. I never saw Ryan again. He texted once, I'm sorry. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I deleted it without replying. Months later, Ethan still barely speaks to me. He goes to his father's for weekends now. The garage office sits half-finished, a monument to what I almost did, and what I did do. I whispered stay calm because I was terrified he would see the truth, that I was the one falling apart. That in trying to feel seen, I risked making my son feel invisible. Some nights I still lie awake, staring at the ceiling fan turning lazy circles, wondering if forgiveness is something you can earn back, or if some cracks just stay cracked forever. Long pause, soft music swells. If you've ever had to be strong for someone while crumbling inside, if you've ever whispered it's okay when everything was breaking, you're not alone. Thanks for listening. If this story touched something in you, leave a comment telling me what moment made you realize you'd been invisible for too long. Subscribe for more stories like this, the ones we don't tell out loud. Until now.